Hola, buenas tardes, me llamo Afrodita Rosa Estrella Fuego. Good afternoon, my name is Aphrodite Rose Starfire. Welcome to my channel if you're new. This is a really important video and I'm actually pretty nervous making it. As I started my garb, I started kind of getting a little dizzy. I almost feel like it's like an Egyptian ritual of sorts. Anywho, this is Palm Wendy, originally known as Palm Wanda, but she is a nonconformist and rebellious and likes to go by Palm Wendy. She's made out of palm and she's got some of that ancient writing on it that Michael Kurt Wilco is always talking about. All right, so this is about what's happening right now. And if you're awake, you notice the spells and the subconscious programming that they are inundating on us right now. And please use that term they very broadly, like, you know what I'm talking about, even if it's us. We are already outside of this construct, and we need to use these subconscious triggers and reverse the programming immediately in our mental capacities to make the power work for us in our favor 3 times 3. Okay, so I'm sure you're all very familiar with this graph here, the curve. They keep on talking about flattening the curve. And I believe that this is ancient DNA trigger programming to help bring about the breaking of the firmament. So when you see this image, or you hear the term flatten the curve, or you see them do this, and they go like this, or we want to trend up, or we want to trend down, I want you to reverse the programming, okay, and immediately think of this, okay? I don't know if we can see that. Let me bring it up closer. All right. Instead of flattening the curve, the moment you hear flatten the curve, think bust the curve. Bust the curve. So they want you to image this going flat, it's collapsing. We want to reverse it and think of an exothermic reaction, like a volcano erupting. The energy popping the top of the curve, busting the curve. Now you can, feel free to make it your own if you feel that there's better terminology that works better for you. But it's important to use the image with the spell because they're trying to get you to think flatten the curve. All right, you want to break this curve from the inside out. Now, if you want to say pop the curve, pop the bubble, hatch the egg, what else did I say? Yeah, like bust the boob, erupt the volcano. You know, whatever works for you. You want to think of us busting through the firmament, okay? So we're on this flat plane underneath the firmament. We're all inside here. What we want is to think of yourself like all of the 144,000, like shooting straight up in the air, like pew, like Japanese anime, and like our fist is like zoomed in, and there's like yellow, like pow pow, and it's like your face is like and you're like shooting straight up to the firmament, and it's like, you know, like the zoom in on your face as you're like shh, like an anime cartoon, and we pop the curve open, okay, and this is going to be a hatching, okay? This is going to be us reversing the subconscious subliminal programming that they're trying to get us to manifest. But we're going to manifest popping this bubble and exiting the game, okay? Because we're already outside of the firmament. And, you know, when I think about that, I think about all these images, like from movies like Left Behind or movies about the rapture, and all of the people like shooting up in the air. And if all of us, like, imagine us just going and like breaking the ceiling, we're hatching out of the firmament instead of the firmament coming in on top of us, like flattening the curve. And I think this is really going to help. So every time you see this or you hear flatten the curve, think bust the curve. Okay? And think of this popping open. All right? This is exciting, guys. Now, some other things I've noticed is heavy surge programming. They keep on saying surge in all kinds of context. They'll just use surge, and it doesn't even make sense to what they're saying. So when you hear surge, I want you to think of surf, okay? So the surge can make you initially think of, I think of the tsunami like in Thailand, and there's that water surge, or like that water surge for a hurricane, and I just get on my surfboard, boop, and start surfing that tsunami, right? Because, you know, nothing can touch us here. We're untouchable. And I think that this also can mean like a surge of electricity. They don't want us to be transmitting our electrical discharges to each other. That's why the heavy social distancing and washing of our hands, to get rid of, I think that dilutes our electrical charge. Or augments it in some way. Anyway, so when you hear surge, think surf. Just like coasting the tsunami, like we're untouchable. All right. The other term that I keep hearing is toll. Like, they keep on saying the death toll, the staggering toll, the toll on our lives, the toll we have to pay. When you hear toll, I want your brain to automatically think lottery. That's basically like it's like toll backwards. But instead of paying, I want you to think of when, like, you're playing a video game, like Mario Kart or any game, at the end when you win, or it's like a race, and you have your little avatar standing after the race, everybody crossed the finish line, and it's like they're tallying the points above the avatar's head, or you're seeing like your your name and like your score, and it's going, it's like ding 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 as you're waiting, and then like when it's done tallying, you'll be like first place, and like Mario goes woo, you know, or like all these coins start going up over your head. So that's what I want you to think of when you see toll. Okay, I want you to think lottery and go ding 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 ding, like you're winning, or like this like slot machine is going over your head, like you're getting all these coins, these bonus points. All right. So you know we're not paying a toll, we're getting bonus points. Okay. So these are mental exercises that we can do to. We need to do like a mental override of the code. We need to do a manual override of the code. I don't know if it's the source code or but when we do that, because these things are being inundated on us, we reverse the collective consciousness. And I think if we get enough living souls doing exercises like this, we really can bust the curve and win the game, be outside of the game, you know, just end it and start our real lives outside of this dream video game. If you guys have any other suggestions or terms that you feel work better or like are a better reversal of this spell, please let me know, because I'd love to hear your thoughts. But anyways, I love you all. Please bust the curve. We're winning this.